Welcome yogis, my name is Benny and this is another short routine for people who have some back and pelvis issues. So we're going to start on our back and make sure that you're comfortable here. Always listen to your body, especially when we do these classes. So have your feet wide, knees maybe coming in towards each other, hands on your belly so that you can start feeling to your breath. Begin to breathe deeply into your hands, pushing your belly out as you breathe in, expanding the belly using the diaphragm, and exhale, release and let go. A couple more breaths like this, inhaling to expand, feel the belly rise, the chest rise, and exhale to release. Breathing in, feeling the belly inflate, and exhale to just let go. Just a couple more breaths like this. And now slowly bring one knee into the chest at a time, rounding your lower back, and maybe rock gently from side to side, massaging your lower back. So now stretch the left leg either to straight if that's okay with you, or you can keep the left knee slightly bent and hug your right knee into the chest. So if your lower back isn't feeling great with the left leg straight, please just keep a little bend there. And we're going to just stir the right knee around 3 times in one direction, getting into the hip, and 3 times in the opposite direction. And this next exercise can be really good for those of you who maybe suffer from sciatica, but just go gentle with it. So bring the hands behind your thigh, and as you inhale, begin to straighten the right leg, maybe point the toes towards your nose, only if this is tolerable. Then as you exhale, bend the right knee again. We'll do this 3 more times. Inhale. Stretch the leg to straight, point the right toes down. This is called nerve flossing. Exhale, right knee bends again. 2 more like this. The right leg doesn't have to go all the way to straight. And the right toes don't have to point towards you if that's too much. Just stay within what's tolerable and doable for you today. 1 more time. And then bend. Bring that right leg to straight again. Perhaps walk your hands towards your calf, or maybe all the way towards the foot. See if you can lift the head as well. Pressing your lower back onto the ground. Bring the forehead towards your knee and hold here for 1 breath in and a full breath out. Release the head back down, bend the right knee again, and now take that right knee across towards the left side of the mat into a twist. So if this is too much, you can always bend into the bottom leg as well. So you're like this. Or you can bring a cushion underneath the right knee. Don't worry if the right knee doesn't go all the way to the ground. Try to bring it there and then maybe perhaps open with the chest and take the right arm towards the side and stay here for 5 breaths. Using deep breathing to help your body relax and your muscles to open. And then bring your leg back to center. Hug your knee into the chest again. And grab the outside of the right foot with the right hand. But bring the arm inside the right knee first, then grab the outside of the right foot, bring the right knee towards the right armpit and bring the right foot up towards the ceiling, right heel up for a half happy baby here. So we're getting into the hips as well. Make sure that your lower back stays in contact with the ground. 1 last breath. And then release. Right leg straightens down, left knee comes in towards the chest, hug it in, Option again, right leg can stay slightly bent if you prefer. And draw a few circles with the left knee in one direction. And then switch to circle the opposite way. Now bring the hands behind your left thigh. Inhale, stretch that left leg to straight, maybe left toes pointing down. Exhale, rebend the left knee. 3 more times like this for the sciatic nerve flossing. Inhale, stretch the left leg to straight. Exhale to bend the left knee. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Staying with what you can tolerate today. Don't push it too much. Straighten and then bend. And from here, squeeze the left knee to the chest again and take it across towards the outside of the mat, towards the right side. And then left shoulder opens, left arm towards the side. Hold this twist for 5 breaths. Deep breathing. Bring the left leg back to center, left knee towards the left upper arm, and now thread the left arm inside left knee, grab the outside of the left foot, kick the left heel up towards the ceiling and keep the right leg rooted down. So we're not twisting like this. We're keeping the right buttock down for this half happy baby. And this time, bring the right knee towards the right armpit. We go for full happy baby. So if you can't grab the outside of your feet, maybe you can grab your ankles. If that's not available to you, then grab the back of the knees with your hands, bringing the knees towards the armpits, and the knees are a little bit wider here. You can also gently rock from side to side to give yourself a little massage of your lower back. And this should feel quite nice. Make sure that your tailbone is still lengthening down, so you're not lifting the bum off the floor. And if today things are feeling a bit delicate, you're going to roll onto the side and make your way up by doing this, pushing yourself up. If you want to give yourself a bit of a massage, you're going to rock backwards and forwards along the length of your spine until you come all the way into a seat. When you come to a seated position, bring your feet wide and hands onto your knees. We inhale to lengthen the chest, open the front body. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, chin comes to chest, lean back, pulling the belly in. 3 more seated cat-cows like this, very slowly breathing in to open. And breathing out to round. And again, breath in. And breath out. Extension and flexion of the spine here. Really feel the vertebrae moving. So one more time. Nice. Now, as you inhale, widen the knees. And this time, bring the soles of the feet together. The heels are not going to be too close to your sit bones for this one. They're actually, there should be a big diamond shape in between your legs. And we're going to thread the arms under the shins. And you can cup your feet with your hands and pull yourself close to your legs. You should feel a nice lengthening of the entire back body here. Breathing deeply here. Allow yourself to round. And always remember to never push beyond what your body can tolerate today. Always stay within a range of motion that is pain-free. Always working with your body, not against it. As you inhale, now lift up. Bring your knees in and stretch your legs to straight. Now you can keep a little micro bend into the knees here. We're going to aim to keep the spine fairly straight to start with. So as you inhale, lengthen and really elevate the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, leading with your chest towards your toes, begin to lean forward. You might not go very far at all, you may stay up here. So when you can't lean forward anymore, and when your body stops you because the hamstrings maybe are tight or your hips are feeling a bit tight, then you can allow yourself to round and maybe bring your hands closer to your feet. There is no pressure to bring your hands to your feet here. Nothing's going to happen when your hands reach your feet, I promise. You're not going to reach enlightenment just because you can touch your toes. So just take it easy, step by step, breathing deeply and rooting down with your sit bones so that you should feel the stretch from your lower back all the way to the middle of your spine. And if you bring your chin to your chest, you should feel your upper back and neck also lengthen. So stay here for 5 more breaths. Coming back to the diaphragmatic breathing. Pulling the belly back with each breath out. Engaging the pelvic floor slightly and allowing your body to slowly melt forward and down. Now inhale, lift halfway to look towards your toes. Grab the right foot with your hands and drag your right knee in towards your right foot towards your sit bones. Straighten the spine, inhale. Exhale, see if you can bring that right leg any amount towards straight. So perhaps you keep the right knee to your chest and that's fine. Perhaps that right leg can straighten all the way up. Again, if you've got sciatic nerve issues here, just make sure that this is tolerable and it doesn't feel like you're stretching too much. So take another breath. And as you exhale, bend your right knee. Place the right foot outside of the left thigh. Take the right fingertips behind you so you're twisting towards your top leg, which should be your right leg. Reach the left arm up as you inhale. And exhale, twist. So you can either hook the left elbow outside of the left knee or hug the left knee into the left elbow, whichever way works for you. Maybe gaze behind you towards the right shoulder. Deep breaths here. With each inhale, lengthen your spine. With each exhale, perhaps twist a little more. 1 more breath. And now revolve back to center. Stack the right knee over the left. So what that means, to give you a different perspective, your right knee will come right over the left knee. Right foot close to the left hip. So it's a half shoelace pose here. Might be that your right knee is all the way up here. That's absolutely fine. No pain should be felt in the knee here. The stretch happens in the hip. And then gradually keeping the spine straight again here, we inhale to lengthen and set ourselves up for this pose. And as you exhale, you can begin to walk your fingers towards your feet, or towards your left foot rather, because your right foot is kind of tucked next to the left hip. So for most of us, it's enough to stay here. If you'd rather go a little deeper, you can also bring your chin towards your right knee and fold. Take another breath here. Slowly walk your hands back and take your right leg forward. Give your legs a little bit of a shake of a moment. And this time we reach the arms up as we inhale. Exhale, grab for your feet again. 1 inhale to lengthen. We keep this moving this time. Exhale, bend your elbows. Remember, knees can stay slightly bent here. Inhale to lengthen the spine again. Push the hips back. Exhale, bend the elbows and reach the chest towards your toes. One more breath. Inhale, undulating the spine. Exhale, get a little closer to your legs. And take one full breath here. And a full breath out. And now bring your hands around the left foot. Drag the left foot in. Straighten the spine. Inhale. Exhale, perhaps lift the left foot off the ground any amount towards straight. No pressure. Remember that you're working with your body's ability today. And it doesn't matter what you think you should be doing and what you did yesterday or 10 years ago. Respect your body how it is today. It's the most important rule when you experience any pain. Notice how you react to things. And then bring the left foot outside of the right thigh. We're going for a little twist here. So left fingertips behind you. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, twist right elbow to left knee. Or you can hook the right elbow into the left knee, if that makes any sense. It's just a little bit of a less deep variation of this twist. So anytime you get into a pose, always notice how is this making me feel in my body. Just notice if anything comes up. If your body starts to panic a little, perhaps because of the pain, see if you can bring some acceptance to however your body's feeling right now. Rather than fight what is happening, accept what's happening. And soften, using your breath. And if you need to just ease off the stretch or the pose a little bit, that's absolutely fine today too. Don't try and fight against your body. Revolve back to center now, and let's come into this half shoelace. So the left knee stacks on top of the right. Left foot, you can see this better from this perspective. Left foot next to the right hip. This is quite a deep hamstring stretch, so stay up here if that's best for you. If it's available to you today, you can walk your hands all the way forward and maybe even release the head. So we always have to find that fine line between effort and ease as we stretch, as we get into each and every pose. And that can be also applied to our mindset. So with pain, sometimes it's very easy to get frustrated, and it's completely normal. One of the things I've learned about experiencing pain myself actually is that the more we resist something, the more that persists. When we start to accept that maybe today our back is feeling a bit sore, a bit more uncomfortable than usual, it's almost as if by accepting we can actually let go. And the physical sensation perhaps is still there, but how we react to it changes. So come back a little bit. So we're using that mindfulness even here with our pain, staying very much with how our body feels with our pain. But knowing that even though I'm in pain right now, it's temporary. It's going to go away. It's not going to stay with me forever. So when things feel a little overwhelming, tell yourself, it's okay that I'm in pain today, but it's temporary. So now let's bring the soles of the feet together again, this time a little closer to your sits bones for butterfly pose. So we inhale to open the chest and exhale to fold forward, leading with the chest and then eventually rounding. Again, we keep this moving. So inhale to lengthen the chest, open the front body, exhale, fold again. Two more like this, breathing in. Bringing that gentleness in the body, breathing out. Wave-like motion with the spine. Inhale again. And exhale. One full breath in here. And let it go. Now slowly push yourself up. Keep the right leg bent. Simply straighten the left leg. So the right foot can rest either inside of the left thigh or anywhere further down towards the left foot. If you need a little cushion or a block under the right knee for support, that's fine too. This time we're walking the hands towards the left foot. Especially walk with the right hand towards the left foot. So you should really feel the side body stretch. 5 breaths here. walk your hands back again. And bring that left foot a little further out. So we basically have a bigger angle here. The left elbow will rest onto the left leg. Reach the right arm up and over the head. And what I like to do here is actually to rest my right hand in the middle of my shoulder blades so that the right elbow is leading the stretch. You can then push the head into the right upper arm and maybe go a little bit deeper towards the side here. This is really stretching the QL, the abdominal obliques, the side body. Gently staying with your body. Slowly push yourself out of this. Take the right fingertips behind you. Reach the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, little twist again. Left hand to right knee. Look behind you towards the right shoulder. Soften the left shoulder too. Last breath in this simple twist. Now revolve back to center and we switch sides. So the right leg straightens straight forward in front of you first. Left leg bend, left foot inside of the right leg. To give you perspective, I'll face this way. So we walk the hands towards the right foot, especially with the left hand towards the right foot. So we are going to achieve a little bit of a twist here. If you want more, I didn't say on the other side, but you can grab the outside of the right foot with the left hand and then fold here, releasing the head. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the neck. Releasing all the parts of our body that don't need to hold tension. Often when we're in pain, we start to tense up everywhere else in the body. So just see if you can let go of that tension. And now lift and walk your hands back. And take that right leg slightly out to the side a little bit more. It doesn't have to be the widest angle that you get to, but so enough that it lets us open the side body. So the right elbow will rest onto the right thigh or even on the floor. Left arm up. And if you don't want to hang it over the head like this, you can always bring the left hand in between the shoulder blade. Push the head gently into the left arm, feeling the left body stretching here. Keep breathing deeply, always remembering your breaths. Nice and long. And lift back and out of this. Take the left fingertips behind you. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Look behind you towards the left shoulder. Last breath here. Slowly back to center. And make your way to hands and knees facing the front of the mat, hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Just a few rounds of cat and cows. Inhaling to open, slowly tilting the sit bones up. Exhale, begin to tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest, and push the ground away from you. Breathe in, open front body. Slow, mindful movements here. Exhale, round and press the ground away from you. Inhale, open again. Exhale, round. And one last time. Exhale, round. And then sit back into child's pose. You can bring the knees together here. Big toes together, stretch the arms forward and relax your forehead on the ground for 5 big breaths. Allow your body to gradually soften to the ground. Spine is long. Sits bones rooted towards your heels. Slowly come back onto hands and knees. And just send your hips down up to downward dog if available to you today. Bending into the knees, resting your belly towards your thighs. One breath in. And a full breath out. And if downward dog doesn't suit you today, you can always stay in child's pose instead. Walk your hands back now. Drop your knees down if you're still in downward dog. Take your legs forward, coming all the way back onto our back. Bring your knees into your chest. Gentle rock of the body from side to side. Allow yourself to rest now, either in full shavasana with the legs straight, or you can bend your knees and keep the knees in towards each other. And if your back pain is quite severe today, if you had a flare up, perhaps this is the best option. Stay here for a few moments. Allow your body to soften on the ground. And keeping that mindfulness towards our thoughts, our emotions, and our physical sensations. So simply notice and become aware of everything without trying to change however it is that you feel today. Bringing an attitude of acceptance of your thoughts, of your physical sensations. So I invite you to notice one thing at a time. Inhale to notice and accept. Exhale to let go. Inhale to bring awareness to your body. Exhale to let go. And carrying on like this for 5 more breaths. Inhale to notice and accept. Exhale, let go. When you're ready to come out of this, start to move your feet, your hands. If you can, stretch your arms overhead, grow tall from your fingers to your toes. And then bring your knees into your chest, hug your knees in. Gently roll onto one side. And make your way up to a seat. Spine is tall. Bring your hands to heart. And take a moment to bring gratitude to your body, because despite the discomfort, despite the pain and the flare-ups, it allows you to be carried through life and experience each and every day. And bring gratitude to the things that you can still do despite the discomfort and the pain. Focusing on what we have and what we can do rather than what's been taken away from us. Thanks for joining me. Namaste, everyone. If you enjoyed this video and you found benefit from it, please hit like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to comment and let me know how that went, or if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Thank you.